Hello, content creators and Editing Made Easy members. I've held a few trainings and I talked about this, and I know many of you were excited as soon as you heard about what it is. I'm here to explain that as well as talk about the Editing Made Easy 2.0. So like I mentioned, I've been working on this for nearly 2 months, and for the past couple days, I've been this close to completing it, and I have. And at this point, I've basically pulled an all-nighter because I knew I was almost there. And I've been trying to get this out to everybody as soon as possible because I know there's been some people that have just been absolutely waiting for it. All right, let's get real for a second. You didn't join Editing Made Easy just to watch videos about editing. You joined because you want to actually make content that matters. And if you've ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure about your next post, that changes everything right now. Because what I'm about to show you is a complete, as ChatGPT would say, a game changer. Now, this isn't just an upgrade to Editing Made Easy. This is the next evolution. I've been calling it a revolutionary tool where there is nothing else out there even close to what this can produce. This is the thing that I wish I had when I started. It's called the Creator Engine. And it's not just some tool, it's an AI-powered assistant trained on everything I've ever taught, built to walk you through your editing, your ideas, your execution, just like I would if I were on a coaching call with you. You can actually and literally upload your rough cut videos, get real feedback, improve your hooks, map your content, all inside this one system, available 24/7 on your terms. I've also synced all of the content within the Editing Made Easy so that this ChatGPT can guide you through it from step one all the way through. It can help you find those areas that you need to focus on in your content, and it can help you find out things that you may not have even ever known. Now, I hope to explain a lot of what this can do for you, but some of it you're probably just going to have to find out on your own because there's so much that it can actually do. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how it's going to completely change the way you plan, edit, and post your videos for good. So let's dive in. Now, I sent an email out about this because I wanted to show you a lot of what it can do for you and what you can get out of it. So I want to kind of go over some of the key points and then actually get into it and show you what it's like to start from the very beginning. So again, I love this part, but it isn't some upgraded PDF or bonus module. And I feel like the Editing Made Easy, even though there's a lot of video tutorials and what I do and I walk through some things, there's a lot of docs, a lot of Google Docs and links that move you from one to the next. And I didn't want it to be confusing. This GPT will pull everything together for you. It's a full-blown evolution of the entire Editing Made Easy system, rebuilt from the inside out, powered by something no other creator course has. An AI assistant trained on my brain, my system, and every lesson I've ever taught. I'm so excited about this. Like I said, it's called the Creator Engine. Not only will it help you go through the plan from day one within the Editing Made Easy content, which shows you how to do your best research, how to plan your shots, how to create scenes, but also how to structure the video in a 3-part system consisting of your hook, the body, and your call to action, also known as the CTA. Now, within the body, you're going to have a problem and a solution. You're going to have the pain points, probably how you've related to that, and then how you overcame that, and then what you can do to help them with it. The Creator Engine already knows this. It knows how it's broken down, so it will help you from the beginning to even structure your idea. And if you haven't even gotten to that point, if you have no idea what to post about, you can ask it. When you first start, it will ask you what your niche is, what you're involved in, what your tone is, because it's actually going to learn your tone and your style. It's going to learn to write and speak like you. And if you're unsure how you speak, you can actually tell it to talk Alan Curtis style or make it spicy. It'll add fun, interesting, it'll have content that will just pop. And once it helps you create an idea, it will actually create that video story for you. It will create the hook, the body, and the call to action. If you want to have it include, it'll include any camera shots, scenery, zoom in, zoom outs, things like that, things that you may want it to help you as you're shooting the video. It's really as involved as you want to get. Then it will help you to create that plan so you're ready to shoot the video. Or if you want to just shoot the video, once that's done, you take that video and you will upload it to GPT. If you've ever not tried that before, it can only go to a certain amount. you've ever tried to upload a video, it does have maximum capabilities. Supposedly, if you're on the paid plan, you have up to 200 megabytes, but a lot of times I've had trouble with that. If you're on the free plan, you can upload up to 25 megabytes. I have a fix for that, but ChatGPT can actually read a video just like it is in the movies. They're basically multiple frames per second that it can read each picture as it goes through. I'm going to show you how to make it work the best for you and get the most out of it. Now you'll see as you upload the video and it reads it, it will basically give you a breakdown of everything. It will give you recommendations and discuss what would make it better. It will tell you where to start and stop. It'll tell you where to cut out dead space, where to add effects and transitions, zoom ins and zoom outs. It'll also tell you, say, between 14 seconds and 18 seconds, it slows down and it's boring. You may lose viewers. Do something there to ramp it up, where you may want to do an overlay or add stickers or add something at that point to, or even just cut it out. That will help you to get through your viewer to get through your video. Now, as you go through this, whether you are editing on CapCut within a social media app, within Adobe Premiere Pro or DaVinci, it will know exactly how to help you. I've gone through most of the editing softwares and I've gone through most of the frequently asked questions, and I've actually done demonstrations and I've done practice sessions with GPT to figure these out and to break it down in your terms so it doesn't pretend that you are a video editing expert. If you're unsure of anything, just ask it and it will dive deeper. Now, most of what I've worked in because of you is mostly CapCut. And that is what it is most knowledgeable on, but it can help with any editing software system out there. You'll see at the beginning, it'll ask a series of questions. And some of that, it'll actually ask what phone or camera you are recording on, because it will help you make sure that you have the right settings. How many times you go in and say, I don't even know if I have the right settings. I don't know if this is maximized the best that I can. My videos show up blurry. It will help you with that. It will make sure that you have the right settings. It will ask what you have for lighting, what you have for a mic, so that it can properly recommend how you shoot your videos and how to edit. It will also learn your content goals. It can create you a content strategy with a content calendar and basically anything in between. Anything that we do as online marketing, whether it's products or services, no matter what your niche is, it can help you. So those times you're unsure of what to post, you can basically ask it, what is the current bleeding neck problem in my niche that you can give me a week's worth of video scripts for? Or you can even ask for written posts, because it knows how to write it for Facebook, for YouTube, for TikTok. And when you're posting your videos, it will also know what you need for captions, relevant hashtags, or YouTube tags, descriptions, titles. It knows what works because it's been tested by me. So here I have, you've taken courses before, you've downloaded PDFs, watched tutorials, and tried to figure it out solo. But this is the first time you've had a fully personalized AI-powered coaching system built around one thing, helping you post videos that actually work without burning out or second guessing every step. And another thing too is when you think your video is done, you upload it to your GPT, to the content engine, and it will roast it for you. It will critique it. It will tell you what is good and what is bad and what you should fix, or maybe just what you can work on for next time. It's never going to put you down. It's always going to help you because it's here for you. It's like having me in your pocket. So let's dive in and show you a few things. So here I'm on incognito in Chrome, and I'm going to create a new account. So here we are. Let's sign up to chat. Okay, so here we are at the beginning. A custom GPT built by Alan Curtis Boynton. For those of you that know me, my brand is Alan Curtis. My real name is Alan Boynton. Part coach, part content strategist, part video editor. It guides creators through the editing made easy method of on-demand scripts, editing tips, and content clarity. One voice, one system, zero fluff. I try to keep as much fluff out of this as possible. I've also going through the modules and the videos and the editing made easy and streamlining those as well. So you will see in day 2 on the editing process, I am revamping those, and I've actually removed what's there, and I am putting back in smaller sections so everybody can have a clearer view of what they have in front of them, and it's easier access. So here I have some of your initial conversations where you can start right off the bat here. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to say hello. So basically I've said hello. And one of the first things that I prompts you with is I'm the Creator Engine, your personal video editing and content assistant built with Alan Curtis's full process. I'll help you plan, edit, and publish videos that actually work and walk you through Alan's system if you're part of Editing Made Easy. So this is available to people without that are not in the program, but they pay a monthly fee, an initial fee and a monthly fee on top of it. If they wish to then join Editing Made Easy, then they pay an additional monthly fee for that. So you get it all together as one system at one lower price. The assistant was created by Alan, the video guy. He's been in your shoes, knows what it takes to get unstuck, and built this tool so you never have to figure it all out alone. When I give you feedback, ideas, and editing help, just know it's based on Alan's brain, experience, and straight up coaching. Before we dive in, let's get you set up. Just answer a few quick questions so I can support you the right way. Now, what I've done with this, and I'm going to show you in the back end of my files, I'm going to show you here basically, which is the brain behind this GPT, a series of reference files that include much about me, but most of what it knows about me is not only for my use when I use it, but also because it understands my story. It understands my pains and my problems that I've had, how I overcame them, and what I've done since then. So it can read into that. So in turn, that can help you with many of the struggles that you may have. This has my voice and speaking style, my business report, my blacklisted words. So I do try and help with the dashes and the game changers and the verbiage that it uses. I don't think there's any way around dashes, unnecessary dashes. I've actually created a golden rule, which is rule number 1 in this GPT, that you do not use unnecessary dashes. So if you encounter it using dashes that you don't want, just mention the golden rule and it will rewrite it. If you're unsure of your style and your voice and you at least want to borrow mine for the time being, I have my style and voice blueprint in here, my writing style, my core story. I have what's called spicy mode. So it basically kicks it up a notch and it uses language and it gets feisty. Now, it won't do this in your content unless you want it to, because it's going to adapt to you. And it's not going to take on my voice. It's not going to create something spicy that you don't want. If you want to be professional in your content, it's not going to ruin that for you. I also have a file here on onboarding. So this is the part that we're going through here. Ask a series of questions so that it gets to know you better. It has the CapCut and editing tools. These are all of the tools that I've gone through painstakingly and found solutions for. It has a prompt bank. So it knows when you're stuck and it can recognize when you are in certain areas, and it can utilize these, which are real world problems that I've been through, created the solutions and prompt, and gave it a library of prompts that it will just access on its own when it needs to. You will also find that if you are looking for more clarity or more help, that it may every now and then offer my coaching services, which I do have, and it has that full information here. It can send you an offer doc if you wish, and it can even give you pricing and a breakdown of everything that is included and how it can help you. I also have a library of hooks. So it's over 100 hooks, different scenarios and situations. Again, if you're really looking for that one that really nails it, ask about the bleeding neck, which is basically the biggest pain point at that moment for a specific situation, and it will help you solve it. So part of the onboarding is it's going to ask me if I'm enrolled in the course. I am simply going to say yes. So it means that they'll reference the course directly, guide me through each session if needed, and use Alan's full curriculum to support every edit, script, and upload. Let's lock in your setup. So here we go next. What is your current goal in video content? Capture attention. Second, what platforms are you mainly creating for? I'm going to say TikTok and YouTube. How would you describe your editing experience? I will say basic with CapCut. And we go ahead and continue. Now it's asking about the equipment. What are you using to record? iPhone 15 Pro Max. Are you editing on a phone or computer? I use computer, and it will give you directions based on whether it's on your phone or on your computer, of course. What kind of lighting and mic setup do you have? So I put in my equipment there. And you can see it basically steps into the plan, which is right out of day one of Editing Made Easy. It will help you with the hook, the problem, solution, CTA, suggested shots, and editing flow. And it will just build it from here. Next, what I want to do is actually upload a video. Now, to get the most out of the video, it can't actually hear what's going on. So what you need to do is to put it through the initial stage of editing and just add captions. That way it can read what's on the screen. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to open up CapCut. I'm going to create a new project. Now, this was a very rough video that I did as one of my practice sessions where I was a complete beginner that didn't even know how to record on their phone. And I went through and did this. I acted very dumbfounded. I didn't know. I basically read captions off of my computer screen and just held my phone in front of me. So not my usual recording, but it worked for the exercise I was doing. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add captions. If you're unfamiliar with the desktop version, just basically how you would add captions on your mobile device. I'm not going to worry about filler words. I'm just going to let it do its thing, leave it as is, leave the spacing in there, and hit generate. Now this is a small video, so I can actually upload this directly to it. And I'm going to show you both ways. So that's it. You can see now I have words on the screen, and that is what I'm going for. So it can read it. Now it shows the words for the period of time that you are speaking it. So it can tell the pace that the video is going at. It can tell where there's dead spots, say here, which is where I paused purposely. So I'm basically just going to export this just right to my desktop, make it easy. And it doesn't even have to be 1080p. I'm just going to leave it edit as is though. I got tired of watching other people live the life I wanted. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my GPT and just say, and that's it. I just type something like that. I'm going to add photos or files, find which one it is here. There it is with captions. I'm gonna open it up. Sometimes it takes a moment. The file is done. It does prefer MP4s just in case. And here we go. Got it. I see the files uploaded. Before I dive in the breakdown, let me know what platform is this for. So we're just going to answer those questions and we'll say TikTok. What do you want this video to do? Gain more followers. Is this the final cut? I will say very rough draft. Can't type today. We have captions. And I'm just saying, yes, I would like it to do it the Editing Made Easy structure way. And here we go. Tells you how long it is, the resolution, the frame rate. Give me a moment to watch and analyze your video. I was blown away when I found out that GPT has this capabilities in the right scenarios. But unless you're working with something that is trained and knows what it's going to do with it, you can find yourself all over the place. That's why I created this. If you work with GPT before, sometimes it does take a while. The beginning of the conversations usually move pretty quick, but as you get more in depth and it gains more memory in that conversation, it tends to slow down. Sometimes I find if it's getting too slow, I ask for a prompt so I can restart the conversation, and I ask for a prompt of everything that we've discussed that we can carry on in another conversation. And I just carry that, or I will share up here, and you can basically create a link, create a new conversation, and then upload that link and tell it that it's a resource for the information. So it's super helpful. So here we go. There was a hiccup while generating. This does happen sometimes, but I've got what I need to give you feedback. Sometimes it reads it through and it has to start over again and it doesn't get through it all, but it eventually does, and it comes up with this. So breakdown using the Editing Made Easy structure. It tells you the hook. Now, it already knew what the hook is because it initially, not this one, but it helped me create it. So it should be pretty well laid out. Opening doesn't grab attention fast enough. There's no visual or verbal punch because I have probably 3 seconds before I even speak. So start with a bolder first line or visual, something that speaks directly to your viewer because there's no words on the screen. It knows there's nothing going on. So 4 to 12 seconds, the setup is clear but feels a bit flat in tone because I'm speaking almost monotone in that. So it's going to tell you to tighten your script, use a stronger emotional contrast, say less with more tension, try a zoom in or bold. So it tries to help you best you can, and it's never going to put you down. It's never going to say that you did anything negatively. It's going to tell you to keep trying, and you're new at this, so keep going, and you're doing great. And next time, try and focus on this. So it's really going to help you grow. Say the solution part of the video, the main device is solid, but feels a bit talked to camera with no variety, drop in B-roll, jump cuts, because I know I have in that area, I was basically staring at what I was looking at. I just had the phone in front of me and I was very monotone right through it, but it's going to help me make it come alive. And then the CTA, there's no clear call to action. End with something because at the very end, I let it run and there was nothing there. So it didn't know when the CTA was done. So basically, it tells me that the end, that there's nothing. So I know I need to cut that end, but it will tell me as I go through. I can tell it that I had a CTA and it will say, okay, great. Let's just cut the ending of silence and stop right at the moment when you stop speaking. It will give you the feedback, captions, good start, visual, pacing, audio, and then your next steps. So exactly what to do. It asked, want me to help rewrite your script or show you exactly how to edit the scene? Now, I've definitely done this where I've done something that I thought worked well, and then it brought something to my attention. It maybe brought a better hook. And I was like, you know what? That's going to work better. I can just go back and I can record the hook. So this is what's really going to help you fine tune. And the next time you go to do it, you're going to think about it in a different way. So it's going to help you, again, grow and just evolve your entire video content creation process. So next, I just want to show you a tool that will help you when your videos are larger. It basically knocks down the size of the video because you don't really need the clarity for it to see it, and is something called Handbrake. We are going to go to it here, and you can get it on either a MacBook or Windows. Either way here, it is free. You basically download it, and once you download it, I'm going to show you how to use it. It is super easy. I don't know much about the details of it, but I do know all that we need to. So down here, Handbrake. So basically, it's opening a window. It wants to know what video you want to do. So I'm going to go right to this one here. This is the one that we created. I'm going to hit open. And this is the main screen here. All you really need to know is basically set up just how you need it. You don't have to change with any of these filters, videos. You can if you want to dive deeper. If you want the content engine to help you dive deeper, by all means, you can go into that. Basically, there's a preset and it's already loaded on here for 1080p by 30. All you're going to do is if you want to go to where you want it saved to, so you know where it is. I have a file called Handbrake. I'm just going to choose that again. And once you set that, it's good. Then I'm going to go right up here to start. And you see down in the bottom left here, the percentage of it's basically just encoding that video and making it less memory. And boom, that's it. So now when I go back here, I'm just telling it that here's a different version. And there we go. That's it there. So we can see here, it's only 12 megabyte, whereas the original one was 35 megabyte. So when you have there's sometimes I shoot videos that are 600 megabytes and I have to get it down below 200 and this can do that. If it doesn't, you just run it through again and it will do the same thing. So I'm going to go back there. And it's still an MP4 file. It loaded much quicker. So I basically just wanted to show you how Handbrake works. Now, when you're all set with this, all you need to do is just close out of it. Done. I hope this helps. I'm super excited about this. I feel that it is revolutionary and it will help anybody evolve with their video content creation process. It will take the stress off. It will give them endless subjects, endless topics for their content. There'll be no more standstills. Basically, all they're going to have to do is to shoot the video and go through some editing process where they can be walked through. And if you've been through the program or you haven't been through and you just want more support, I'm here. I mentioned earlier that I offer coaching. It's my Clarity coaching program. The video guy who built the system you've been searching for. You're not lazy. You're exhausted from spinning your wheels. If you're interested in this, just ask your creator engine about it and you can find out more details. If not, then great. You have editing made easy for a lifetime. I will continue to make updates and add more value as much as I can. I wanted to do this video quick and I hope it wasn't too long. But again, feel free to check out my coaching program. I would love to work with most any of you that are out there that have any want and need. I do have an application process. I don't work with just anybody. I do want to make sure that we vibe first and that we will work well together and that we are in agreement on your goals and what I can help you with. But please, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much and good luck with the Creator Engine and Editing Made Easy 2.0 system. Thank you.